coaches in the game, we really ain't playing. We regroup up in the Slack chat where the coaches debrief. We be piecing these puzzles, occupy the chunk of the pie. Ain't no lie when we hit the block, helmet's casket is top. You be seeing helmet after helmet, helmet after helmet. First place, second place, fifth place, eighth place, 12th place, 15, 16, 20. So many helmets, you got blurred vision, we got too many. Tick your check. Oh man, shit. They got us fucked up. Army, regroup. We pledge always to have that edge. We don't fire warning shots. Competition just drop. We locked and loaded before lock. Whatever the time, yeah. Do you even correlate?
Being the best requires a willingness to outwork your competition. There's always someone smarter, faster, sharper, more naturally gifted to come around.
What up, everybody? It's your boy DFS Up North, aka Josh Thomas, here with a brand new Fore thoughts. This week we are at the Palmetto Championship at Congaree over there in South Carolina. I'm super excited about this event. This is a brand new event this year. This is taking the place of the RBC Canadian Open because of some of the COVID travel issues. Unable to go to Canada this year. So this is taking place that event, and I am super excited because Congaree is a course that you guys are going to hear about for a long time. Even people who aren't necessarily super big into golf know places like Pinehurst, Pine Valley, these courses that are, Cypress Point, these courses that are iconic, the fantastic architecture of American golf, and Palmetto is going to be one of those courses. I have no doubt about it. This is a 2017 Tom Fazio design, and it is going to be a challenge, I think, this week for these guys. I'm really, really, really excited to see how guys play this week, and how the course sort of sets up, because as we're going to see here in a second, I'm going to show a short clip from a video. I can link the whole thing in the YouTube page if you wanted to watch it. But Congaree is a very, very interesting course. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited about it. And I hope that you guys are too. So this is a nice little tune-up, right? We got this week, and then we're going to the U.S. Open. So it's a major week coming up. And what we're seeing this week is we're going to get some European guys coming over here, trying to get over a little bit early and play before the U.S. Open in 2 weeks. We got the long stay in golf tomorrow, 36-hole U.S. Open qualifiers, which is exciting as well. But let's, big shout out to my boy. He had another big win today, a couple $1,000. Bobby Clinks, just crushing. And what I love to see is he pretty much plugs in the core and lets it rip. So, Bobby's been crushing. I was just looking at my phone, looking at the Discord. Big shout out to Andy 80 had a nice win. Duster, no surprise, another big win. Backflow won his first GPP ever. So big shout out to him, and E-Money been heavy in the Discord every day. And the guy's sharp. He wins every single week. So another big win for him. Andy's win came on Super Draft. I've been playing a bunch on Super Draft lately. I really like that site. So, but yeah, so Fore thoughts, how this works is I give my four thoughts, early thoughts on the course, on the field, and kind of where I think how it's going to play this week, and then, if you want my in-depth thoughts of what we do each week is we get a research station that has every stat imaginable that you want to look at, that you can sort and do whatever you want to, stat cruncher in there, ownership projections, everything. You have all that available to you. That usually comes out on Tuesday. Taco gets that out for everybody. We also I have my cheat sheet, so I will mark my core plays. Then I'll go through and talk about the vast majority of the plays and give them ratings. And it might be that, hey, I really, really like this guy this week, or hey, everybody's on him. I don't see it. I'm going to be underweight here. I'll give you my projected ownership percentages, and really talk through the slate. So that's what you get if you are a DFS Army VIP. If you're not a VIP, you can use that code UPNORTH for 10% off a VIP membership. That is a VIP gets you access to everything. I seeing big wins from NASCAR today, seeing big wins from, esports. Like, what the I can't believe we're still playing esports a year later, but we're crushing. So yeah, you get it all. MLB, those guys have been smashing lately. So you get everything, and we're getting into best ball season now. I'm excited. I'm firing up Underdog to get some best ball going. And we have, if you go to our site, you can actually, I believe, get a free month if you sign up at Underdog using the DFS Army code. You might have to check that out on the website. But Fore thought number one, like I said, this is going to be a course that you're going to hear about for a long, long time. This is a brand new design, but as you're going to see, we're going to watch this little video here. It's unreal. Like, this course is so fan. Like, I like, for lack of a better term, I am pumped, like, for this week. I am excited to watch it. I am going to be up on Thursday morning watching, but check this place out. Oh, we're going to...
Located among the natural beauty of South Carolina's Low Country, Congaree is a world-class golf course with a philanthropic mission at its core. Designed by world-renowned course architect Tom Fazio, it's situated amongst more than 2,000 acres of fishing lakes and pine forests. The result is something really quite special.
Well, we wanted to build a special club where we could build an ambassador role of influential people who could help children in going forward, getting them to college, and perhaps giving them jobs.
Looking at the golf course, it looks absolutely immaculate. It's a Tom Fazio design. Tell us more about the layout.
Tom and Blake and the Fazio team have done a terrific job doing something that's unique, but somewhat in keeping with this part of the world also. The soil is a sand base. We have all one height of grass.
Wait, what? They have one height of grass. All right. So that's one thing that's really, really cool about this course. So there's really essentially no rough. They are going to play in the sand, and it's going to play like we did a couple of weeks ago, where there will be, like we did at Kiowa, where there will be no bunkers. All right. So there's no hazard. It's not a lateral hat. Like, you can ground your club. Everything will play as a bunker, which I think is as a natural hazard. So I think that's really, really cool.
Here, and we don't really have rough to speak of. We have sand. That's our area that runs off the fairway. We have champion greens that are terrific.
You see that lip? Oh, the thing came up. The lip on these bunkers are, I mean, they have bunkers, right? It's not all natural hazard, but they have really, really shaved lips, and every single green here is a turtleback. All right. What you're going to see is that guys are going to hit it on the green, and it is going to fucking boom over the edge in the bunker, boom over the edge off the green. Like, you are going to have to be so precise with your irons this week. And the other thing that we're seeing guys do, or that I've been, reading about Congaree, is that you're going to have to pull to old Texas wedge. They are hitting putters from a pretty big distance, just trying to maintain your speed and or find the right speed to get it into a place where you can make a putt. So guys who can scramble are going to be in really good shape here. All right. And when we think about it, right, a course like this where there's big trees, but there's not a lot in the way. And then you have these bunkers, you have, the turtleback greens with everything kind of falling off the top, and the wedge. This is Australian golf. This is European golf. All right. This is European golf in South Carolina. So that's going to come up in a second here as fourth thought number two. But like, I really think that the Europeans that are coming over here are going to be at a huge advantage this week. And the other thing is that there's not a really strong field. So I'm going to be hard on the Europeans this week. Yeah. So we have no rough. We have sand everywhere, right? And then these tight top, turtleback, right? So everything's going to fall off the edge with the tight-lipped bunkers. And then you add in the fact that they're going to play this thing as a beast, all right? There's going to be a couple par fours over 500 yards. There's going to be a 645-yard par 5. The membership actually doesn't have tee boxes. They basically said, we build these tee boxes, or there's no tee markers. There's tee boxes, right? And they just said, play it wherever you want. Like, there's distance markers on the tee box, and they say, however you want to play it today. You want to play this par 3 at 160 yards or 200? Great. It's there for you, which I think that'd be fun in terms of, like, if I was playing with my buddies, it'd be like, every other hole you switch off and decide where you're going to tee off from. It might give you a little bit of an advantage there. But this course, like I said, man, like, I'm so stoked about it. I think it's going to be a serious test. I think if we have any sort of wind or weather, people are going to have a really, really hard time here. In off season, they're running these at 12. Like, I think we see 13. I think we see 14. It's maybe not a great US Open test because there's not a lot of rough, but from a mental standpoint, like I don't think we can find a course that's going to be a tougher test for some of these guys this week. So like I said, I am so stoked about Congaree. You see those pictures, like it just looks beautiful. And like I said, European edge. We're seeing a bunch of Euros come over here and play. Namely, the top guys are going to be Fleetwood, Hatton, Fitzpatrick, who played last week, missed the cut. Those are going to be kind of your three top guys. There's some younger guys that we'll talk about here in a second that I'd like, but another guy that I have in the cover picture here that's been playing some sneaky, really good golf lately after a stretch of terrible golf, and I think makes a ton of sense here because his around the green game is fantastic. And that's Rafa Cabrera Bello. This could be a course that I think that he really pops at. Like I think we could, we see him contend at these majors sometimes, and it's really because of how good his short game is. So a course that's going to put a lot of pressure on that. He's long enough to play here, and people are going to talk about the length this week. Like I think a guy like Kiz, I think he can compete here, no question. He's going to be short, but this is just a quick little road trip up the road from Savannah. Like I think this is a nice setup for Kiz as well. So I think we could see a European edge here this week. And for me, guys like Fleetwood, I'm going to be on. Hatton, I'm going to be on. And a couple of guys that I'm going to be taking some chances on are these amateurs and promising young players. We are going to get the professional debuts of guys like John Pack and Davis Thompson, right? Thompson he's played a bunch of events, played in the US Open last year. He actually had a top 25 at the RSM. He's a New Orleans guy or a Sea Island, Georgia guy. One of those Sea Island Mafia guys down there, like Kuchar and Kiz, guys like that. So the kid's got game. He's played PGA Tour events before, but the guy I'm really excited about is John Pack. He is former, his best ranking ever is number 2 in the world. And in his last 104 weeks in amateur golf ranking events, he has 4 wins, 22 top 10s, 35 events. So the kid is a stud. These two were actually, so like the PGA Tour did the PGA Tour University U or University Plus rankings this year. And these guys were number 1 and 2 on those rankings. They both decided to turn professional. And they're going to try to do what guys like Colin Morikawa, Victor Hovland, Matthew Wolff, guys that are now kind of staples in our lineups. Remember a couple of years ago when they came out, when they came out, they were, trying to get sponsors exemptions in and, get some action. So I think Packer is the best player of the two, and the guy that I'm really excited about, but I think Thompson can play as well. And they're both going to be like sub 6'5", right? This field is really, really weak, but I think for sure they're going to be sub 6'5". And I am excited about that. And really this week, we'll get to Fore Thought number 4 here in a second, but outside it, there's DJ, there's Brooks, and after that, it's going to be kind of a free-for-all. So you're going to be paying up for guys in the 9 and 8K range that maybe you don't love that much. And it's going to be a tricky build this week because, like I said, the field just is not that strong. Like you're going to be Fitz missed the cut, and he's going to be like 9-8 tomorrow. When pricing comes out. So we'll see. But again, this is a big course, but I really think that your short game is going to be key. So these are the top 5 guys in strokes gained, short game. Strokes gained, short game combines your strokes gained putting, strokes gained around the green for this season in 2021. And they're guys, Poulter, Fitzpatrick. Poulter really been playing good golf. Fitzy, love, right? Vaughn Taylor playing really good golf. Not super short for an old guy. Brandon Grace, who's been unreal, fantastic finish. I think he's going to be kind of popular this week, but I'm going to be overweight on Grace. And then Lucas Glover, who is actually a Congaree ambassador. They have 200 ambassadors that are part of their mission there to help the underserved youth in the area. And you have to donate not just money, but significant amounts of time to be ambassadors. And that allows you to, have a membership there and play there. But Glover is one of those guys being from the area. So he's going to know this course pretty well. It's weird that he has good strokes game, short game, because he's terrible at short putting. But he's got good around the green game. So he finds a pulse there. But I really like Grace this week. I think that's going to make he's going to be a great play. So again, as we wrap up here, we have PGA packages, right? You have the weekly, the monthly. So you get the weekly. If you start, I'm putting this out on Sunday night. If you start on Wednesday, you can get through to the US Open. That just gets you PGA. But if you do the VIP, that gets you access to everything. And seriously, try us out. Follow the DFS Army thing on Twitter. All you're going to see is wins and wins and wins and wins retweeted. And the biggest thing is that we teach you how to do it. It's not just me regurgitating picks and telling you who to play. what's your process? How do you go through it? How do you use the research station? How do you use the domination station? That is what DFS Army is about. That's what I'm most proud of. You can use that code up north that gets you 10% off for life. And yeah, so I'm excited. Like I said, this is maybe my favorite week of the season so far, at least in terms of a golf course outside of the Masters, right? But I'm fired up about it. I hope to see you guys in the Discord, and we'll chat soon. All right, guys, bye.